Let's start. Now, every single time you see a question, okay, over here it's a circle question, the two lines are intersecting the circle. It says find the equations of L1 and L2 in the form y is equals to mx plus c. Okay. And we know that the intersection points of these two lines is 5, comma 0. So I can write y is equals to mx plus c, right? And one of them will have gradient m1 and one of them will have a gradient m2. And they're both tangents to the circle. Okay. Okay. Now, uh, what can I do? I have no idea, honestly. Center की 0.7. Okay, so center is -2 and -6. I have that. ठीक है. तो अगर हम center से tangent draw This will be perpendicular to this line. So, but I don't have this point or this point, right? But I can find this, right? I can find the y-intercept. Yes. I don't know. Let me try. So if it is y is equals to mx plus c, line L1 is, and I don't know the gradient. So radius का हमें पता है ना. What is radius? Yes. How is it 17? Radius, radius 7. You have done this question? Sorry. Acha. But even if you have the radius, and guys, those are online as well, I would want some uh yeah, hints from you people as well on how to attempt this question. I'm also trying this over here. So we have a circle equation. We have two lines that are intersecting, that are tangents, and they intersect at 5, comma 0. So we have to find the equations. Basically, what, let's say if I put 5 and 0 over here, what will I get? X is 5. C is equals to minus 5m, right? Okay, got it. Now I get it. Dekho. So can I write in place of this equation, can I write y is equals to mx minus 5m? In place of c, I have written minus 5m, right? Okay. One hand for, sir, will you get minus 2, comma minus 6? I don't know. Oh, this thing, beta. This is something I expect you people to know. This is equals to minus 2a. So a is equals to minus 2, right? Equation of the circle. Do you remember this or no? Yeah. Vaji, you don't remember this? If you not, I will revise it, okay? Oh, yeah. Now listen, everyone. Dekho, your thought process for all the past paper questions that you do, and I will just write something over it. So this is the equation of the circle. Plus 4x plus 12y is equals to minus 23. And this is the equation of a line. What I want you people to every single, yeah, we can't do that. No, no, beta, the radius won't be minus 23, it will be something different. I'll come to that in a moment, okay? What I want everyone to understand is that as soon as you see a quadratic equation and you see an unknown constant, if you revise the lesson of quadratics, I mentioned over there that if you have an unknown constant in a quadratic equation, the first thing that should come to your mind should be b squared minus 4ac. Right? So if you have the equation of the circle over here, x square plus 4y plus y square plus 4x plus 12y equals to minus 23. And the equation of the line is y is equals to mx minus 5m, right? Now, this circle and this line, they are intersecting. So what I will do is in place of y, I can write x square plus mx minus 5m plus 4x plus 12 into mx minus 5m is equals to minus 23. Basically, if I have the value of m, I can find the equation, right? Again, this is just an example, but whenever you see a quadratic equation with a constant like m, k, p, q, r, the first thing that should enter your mind should be this. Circle कैसे intersect कर रहा है? Intersect कर रहा है ना? I mean, over here it's intersecting. Beta, look, it is intersecting. A tangent obviously intersects the circle at one point, right? So if the intersection is one at one point, then that means b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, right? Okay. The next step is basic algebra. And this is where we do make a lot of mistakes. So I would want everyone to be very careful over here. This will become minus what? 10 m square x plus 25 m square. I don't know. I hope I'm doing it correctly. Now simplifying the x squared terms first. Say, so if I take x square, this is x square. So the coefficient of x square will be 1 plus m square. Taking x common, I will get minus 12 mx. Where is it? Yeah. Thank you, beta. Otherwise, it would have gotten too lengthy. Thank you, Sama. Everyone, please be very vigilant with this working, please. 10 m square uh, plus 25. No, not this. Yeah, it is always better, if we just list the terms together. This is x term, this is an x term, this is an x term, right? Yeah, Okay. So if I take x common, I will get minus 10m square plus 4 plus 12m. And then the constant terms. This is 25m square minus 60m plus 23 equals to 0. Okay. Now from this equation, I have this as my value of A, this has my value of B, and this has my value of C. I will do B square minus 4AC, right? I don't want to, honestly. Okay. Too lengthy. Can't we make it simpler? How many marks is this? This. I have the solution with me, obviously, but I mean, this is too lengthy. Minus 10m square plus 4. Guys, do check if I have done the working correctly. B square minus 4. Check your working and see if we have done all the simplification correctly. Well, let's do it anyways. Who cares? Okay, guys, I'll stop over here and I will leave the algebra to you people. Not what? So for the first one, it's 12m. 12m. 12mx minus 60m plus 23 minus 10m square plus 12m would be uh uh wait, I'm checking the working. Yeah, plus 12m. That's fine as well. No, Sama, I was looking for something. Maybe we could have made this simpler. So I'm just trying to figure that one out. Okay. This is too lengthy for me to honestly work over here. You people, why not? But not me. I don't want to work so much. Let me stop. So equation is x square plus in place of y, I will write 3x plus 1. Okay. 3x plus 1 whole squared minus 16x minus 10 into 3x plus 1 plus 39 equals 0. This will become x square plus 9x square plus 6x plus 1 minus 16x minus 30x minus 10 plus 39 equals 0. X square plus 9x square is 10x square. 6 minus 16 is minus 10 minus 30 is minus 40x. And then 1 minus 10 is minus 9. Minus 9 plus 39 is plus 30. I can write this as wow. Why are you people taking so much time? This was straightforward, beta. Shame on you. Common? Yeah. So obviously, beta, how else will you solve this quadratic? You will add them up. So beta, even if you have this, you can solve it through quadratic formula. I mean, I divided so I can do middle breaking over here. So x into x minus 3 minus 1 into x minus 3. So the two values of x are x equals to 1 and x equals to 3. I hope you got it. Mm. But the next part is important, that how do we find the value of, sorry, the equation of the circle C2. We have the coordinates for A, which are 1 and 4. We have the coordinates for B, which are 3 and 10. How do I find the equation of the circle? Lovely question. Okay. So the easiest way to attempt this would be, बताता हूँ. We know that the general equation of a circle is given by x minus a squared plus y minus b squared is equals to r squared, right? Yes, chalo, everyone knows. How do I find the equation of the circle? That's the important point. I don't know. छोड़ देना एग्जाम अक्टूबर में देना. एक आता है, मैं दो मुश्किल आते हैं 11 में से, और दो ऐसे होते हैं कि जो बाहर निकलता है हिला हुआ होता है, तो मैं इसलिए आपको सारे बी से मुश्किल भी करवा रहा हूँ. राधा दिन मैं मुश्किल कर रहा हूँ. बेहतर अभी मुश्किल वाले कर लेना. अच्छा. कैन एनीवन थिंक? फाइंड द स्लोप. नहीं ना बेटा, देखो, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम स्पेंडिंग टाइम राइट नाउ, दैट विद डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस वी लर्न हाउ टू थिंक. ठीक है, once you have gone through many questions, hopefully when it comes up in the exam you will have different ways of thinking, you will be able to attempt any question. That's why even I don't have an idea कि कैसे निकालने क्वेश्चन. That's why I'm thinking it obviously जो हमने सीखा उसी में से होगा ना कुछ. बट अभी हम बस करेक्ट सोच नहीं पा रहे, so that's why I want you people to think as well. If we have A, B and C, we have 3 points, all of them are on the circumference, and we have to find the equation. For the equation we need a point. सर ये वो बनाएगा ना, ट्रायंगल नहीं बनाएगा, ट्रायंगल तो बना लेंगे, बट अच्छा, we have this center over here. I don't know. What can I do to find this? कैसे हो सकता है? How? Think everyone. हाँ, तुम्हारी चाहिए, तुमने तो नहीं आ रही, बिना आ रही अपने ऊपर. देखो, if you have a circle, remember that if you have 2 points on the circumference, ठीक है, any 2 points with the center they make a perpendicular line. ठीक है, this chord always makes a perpendicular line with the. Okay, अजान हो रही है. I'm just trying to explain this without saying anything. Okay, let's say this is point is. सुनो सुनो. Listen guys, कितना straight forward है, पता नहीं, all of us had our brains closed. देखो, देखो, this basically passes through the center, right? So can we find the gradient of bx? Yes. Once we have the gradient of bx, we'll have the gradient of the perpendicular line. We can find the midpoint over here of bx. And then once we have the point and the gradient of this perpendicular line, we can make this equation of this line, which is the perpendicular bisector of bx. Same thing we'll do with AB. And then once we solve them simultaneously, look over here, beta. सब देखो इधर. देखो, if I make any 2 points over here, any 2 points over here, ठीक है? All of their perpendicular bisectors, this is what we learned in O levels. All of their perpendicular bisectors will pass through the center. A, B, C, D. I can make E or F over here as well. If I make E and F over here, the perpendicular bisector will pass through the center. So you will make two equations in this question. You will make the perpendicular bisector of BX of AB. You have all these three coordinates. Solve them simultaneously and that will give you the center. And once you have the center, this distance X to C will be the radius. Okay, so before the class ends, I want everyone to do this question.